This is Terrence Andre Banks coming today from Information Age Financial Solutions. Coming with a book that I kind of stumbled across. It's actually from my kids. It's what they had to utilize to actually graduate high school. Is why didn't they teach me this in school? Simple book. I'm not getting paid or anything like that. Just found it interesting as I picked up the title because they have what is called a WISE test every year for my kids getting ready to graduate from high school. And I just picked it up to say, okay, let me look at it. But the principles that they have in it is actually quite simple and good. 99 Personal Management Principles to Live by Carrie Siegel. I'm not sure what school you are in or what state you're in or in any district, but this is not just for children. It's actually for adults as well. These principles are just fantastic, actually. Simple to know, and common sense is not common, as we come to find out these day and age. The first principle one is marry the financially right person. Read that, and it's quick. It's a quick, easy read. Stay married to the financially right person. That was another principle, number two. They go into so many different life lessons. Expand your circle of friends, associates, and keep in touch with them. I forgot about that one. Sometimes when you move or as you continue to get older, I just tend to forget. But keeping and expanding your circle and keeping the friends is extremely important, especially in this day and age when association and who you know counts. Stay away from great deals. They really aren't great. Great chapter here from Principle 27. Buying a house, the top two considerations on location and price. Okay. Rent, don't buy until you're settled. Good, simple chapter there. Don't invest with family and friends or loan them money. I'm a little biased with that. I think you can invest with your family or friends as long as you have certain things and principles in place. But the general rule is when he's discussing here, it does make financially sense why he's talking about that. Don't play hunches in the stock market and don't invest in friends. Can't miss tips. It's a very good one here. And that's Principle 55. Easy investment management at a young age. Purchase 3 or 4 stock index mutual funds. Again, this is a very quick, easy read book. It won't take you long. If you have some time, maybe an hour or two, depending on how fast you read. But it goes really quickly. Don't follow get-rich-quick schemes. Manage your own money. And again, these are simple things and common things that we would forget, that you would think that everyone knows, but common sense is definitely not common, definitely in this day and age. Maintain a good FICO score, especially with credit being such a big part of our lives. The payment history, the debt, 30%, keeping you low utilization. Is it okay to pay the IRS by a little over the course of a year? It's okay to overpay the IRS by a little over the course of a year. Most people will tell you that it's a bad financial decision. The IRS is earning interest on money you're earning. I reckon you overpay just a little less than $3,000 annually when you are in the first few years of your career. My base rationale is that it's for savings. That's interesting. If you had that money during the year, you probably would have blown it on some rational expense that is not worth knowing. I can see why he's saying that, because taxes are with you regardless of whatever economic bracket you're in, and they will be a constant in your life. That's an interesting thing for Principle 36. I read it, but didn't really pay attention to it. Again, now I'm picking it up. Check every bill you get, especially those for healthcare. Good principle. Know what your monthly bills are and take action when they are increased. Good there. Before you buy anything expensive, stop and think about whether you really need it. You got a whole page on that. Drop unhealthy spending habits. Good. Again, it was for my kid. Both of my children actually have to read this book and pass this whatever WISE test they have to have this. It's for the economic class. I'm hoping your school does it. But as adults and parents, if you have college age kids or adults starting out or just adults in general, you read this book. Why didn't they teach me this in school? 99 Personal Money Management Principles to Live by Carrie Siegel. Stock full of just useful and information. Quick tips. They even got a budget here on how to do that. Mortgage, get a 15-year mortgage is one of the Dave Ramsey principles here. But still worth thinking about and looking at. It does a simple calculation of interest and money. Mortgage, make sure your monthly payment doesn't exceed 20% of your gross salary. Again, I'm going to encourage my kids to read it again once they get out of my house as well. Maybe even a principal book that I might take with them to just have our own discussions financially, because there's constant things you need to be aware of. Things constantly keep changing, especially economically. And if you have children or even for yourself, keeping abreast of your finances and especially in information age is extremely important. And this book will, even if you've never started before, it gives a very good general basis and has good common principles. I can't speak highly enough about it. Again, I stumbled across this because it was something I had to get for my kids, for them to pass the economic class in high school. They have to pass this test before doing that. They'll probably forget. That's why it's worth reading. It's such a quick read and worth reading at least once or twice. And maybe if you have kids, to make them read it a couple of times when they're in the different genders of life, or kind of, bunny ear some of the pages here to go back to. So pick up this book. Again, I'm not getting paid for it either way, but I think it's just one to have, especially in this information age where common sense is definitely not common. If this video has been any value to you, please subscribe, leave some comments. Until my next video for Information Age Financial Solutions, I'm out.